Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Fantastic Beasts 3 because somebody has to.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, you said it's Harry Potter and the cursed franchise.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Pretty much. It's
like
not,
the cursed child, but...
Yeah, it's not doing so hot overseas. I don't think it's going to do very well here. Lots of people not interested in this movie for a variety of reasons. You know, I mean, it runs the gamut. We've got people that are angry that Johnny Depp got ousted the way he did as Grindelwald, and Mads Mikkelsen, you know, picked up the wand, I guess. We're going to talk about Mads Mikkelsen because he's actually defending J.K. Rowling.
Well, that's going to be another reason they don't go.
That's going to be another reason.
People don't go because they're mad at J.K. Rowling because, you know, comments that she said on Twitter. People are not going to go because Ezra Miller keeps getting in trouble. So take your pick. And I just wouldn't go because the last movie sucked.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason. The last movie was god-awful. Regardless of how you feel about the people working on the movie, I think it's just...
Because it's disappointing because the first one was good.
It was okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I just thought the last one was...
It was a little slow,
stupid.
but yeah, the last one was awful. It's not a movie I would watch again, and they did Queenie dirty, so...
They did!
Not real happy about that. But anyway... they're going to lean into the Harry Potter connection in this one, hoping that people come back. I don't know if they're going to. A lot of people forgot this movie was even coming out. I forgot this movie was coming out, and then of course, you know, we got the whole situation with Ezra Miller there. So anyway, let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 262,000 subs. Thank you for the support.
Woohoo! Sorry, I'm just listening to you. You're kind of like just going through the motions. You're like, thank you for subscribing. 262,000 subs. Thank you for the support.
Kind of like they're going through the motions with this franchise.
Right.
Like we're doing this movie not because there really is a story to tell here. We're doing this movie because Wizarding World franchise, more money.
Yeah, you just say Wizarding World, more money.
Wizarding World, more money. That's why we're doing this. Harry Potter was near and dear to J.K. Rowling, but this one, I gotta tell you, it feels like they're phoning it in. Like there really wasn't.
Kind of like you were at that intro.
Yeah, right? They really didn't have a story. It was just like, hey, let's do a movie that takes place in the Wizarding World, but also in like the 1920s.
Let's do it in America because we wanted to do America stuff. We wouldn't hire American actors on the movies.
And then when that didn't work out, we'll just go back to Hogwarts.
That's right.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. It was like, yeah, we tried that. And we'll just go back to Hogwarts. I'm like, why don't you just do a direct prequel to Harry Potter with Harry's parents?
People keep
Sirius
saying
Black,
that. Why don't you just do that? That's what people want to see. No.
This is like the High Republic of Harry Potter. It's like it takes place like way before the first movie, and it's only got a little bit of a connection, and most people just don't give a shit.
Hell, even if you just did Dumbledore and Grindelwald together and did like the romance, people would see that before they'd see this.
China wouldn't see it.
No.
China would hate it.
I know what I'm saying, you know. People, that sounds more interesting.
Wands held high.
Wands at the ready.
Wands at the ready.
I'll call it.
Wands up. Wands up, everybody.
Wizarding World. Wands at the ready.
Anyway, so it raked in $58 million from 22 overseas markets,
Ooh.
according to box office data obtained by Variety. This is well below the commercial performance of the previous installment, Crimes of Grindelwald, which opened with $191 million.
Well, it's significantly lower.
Some other websites were trying to blame COVID.
Are they really?
5.
And that's what they're going to do?
Like, oh, China didn't go see it because COVID. I'm like, no, China's probably pissed, knowing China, that Johnny Depp is not in it.
That's probably part of it.
Because China loves Johnny Depp. They love Johnny Depp, so he's not in it. So yeah, it's worth noting that The Secrets of Dumbledore opened in fewer countries than its predecessor, and will be hoping for an uptick when it hits 44 additional markets, including France, Italy, Korea, Brazil, and Mexico.
Well, it's opening, what, this week? Like the 15th or something, or 14th?
But
or
Sonic's here, so who cares?
Yeah, we have to see that too, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
April 15th.
Yep. Secrets of Dumbledore also opens in North America on April 15th. Domestic box office projections suggest the franchise may be running out of magic. And of course, you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be, it's because they hate J.K. Rowling. It's because of her transphobic remarks that most normal people don't even know about.
Right.
Like, I think the Hogwarts game is actually going to sell really well. They want Harry Potter. They don't want some people that are kind of sort of connected to Harry Potter decades before Harry Potter exists and a bunch of backstory and politics and
Most
shit.
people don't even go on the internet to know this. They just like the books, go see all the movies, are huge, you know, Potterheads, if you will. and they go to the parks and they buy up all the Harry Potter stuff and they don't care? Or
Yeah.
no?
If they would do another Harry Potter movie with the original trio, that would be the Cursed Child, like do the play, but as a movie, I think, it would actually do really well. But, this,
Or like you said, a prequel based on, Snape and his parents and stuff. I agree.
That would do
That
really
would
well.
have done much better.
Yeah, this though, I'm still trying to figure out like what the point of it was, other than to show wizards in another.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because it says here major issues reviewers had with the latest Fantastic Beasts include its uneven tone and apparent lack of overall purpose.
Yeah,
So it's not just you.
it just feels to me like they're like, okay, let's do something really different with Wizarding World.
Something Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Something, Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's because you could see them leaning more into Harry Potter. They're like, let's do a story that doesn't really have any connection to Harry Potter other than Grindelwald, who was mentioned, in the books.
Dumbledore.
And Dumbledore. But Dumbledore wasn't in the
Right,
first
they
one.
mentioned him, though.
They mentioned him. And then they showed him in the second. It's like, okay, they're getting kind of desperate because we got to drag out Dumbledore. And then now it's
They
just
made
like...
him like completely different. Like now, why is he wearing like a smart suit and he's hot? And then he turns into Dumbledore from the show. I mean, like apparently somewhere along the way he just decided
magic bathrobes are in.
Apparently, it's magic moo.
Well, that's what he's got under his robe. You wonder what was under
I did,
his
actually.
robe. And he's got a smart suit.
I almost bought that toy just to see what they put under his robe. I thought about it. I debated.
Geeky was going to buy a Dumbledore doll, and we were going to strip him naked and see what
I just wanted to see what was under the robe, and that's a true story.
He probably has like magic panties or something.
Well, Barbie's anymore. They have the panties molded on.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, you took those panties off and you could do whatever you wanted.
He's got a magical Speedo.
It's probably just like a lump, like what Ken has, like a bump. That's his speed bump.
His speed bump.
Anyway.
Well, he's like 120 or 140 years old or some ridiculous.
Hey, he's magic,
shit.
man. I'm sure he could do whatever he wanted with that bump.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Ask Grindelwald how that worked out for him.
There's probably an enlargement spell.
God.
I was going to say something like enlargium peniusum or something, but that one's funnier. Can't.
It's not Leviosa, it's Lubriosa.
Okay.
Anyway, why does it exist? To make more money. They were hoping, I think this is kind of the Disney effect. I think they're like, hey, Wizarding World is doing really well in the theme parks. Wouldn't it be great if we had another set of movies that we can make more rides from?
That's right. Well, they are. They're Epic Universe is going to have another Wizarding World area, most likely Fantastic Beasts inspired. So it's probably why
you can ride Dumbledore in the parks. So they said that they liked Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald, but why? Then they have to bring it up. Mikkelsen made headlines after he declined to condemn Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts creator J.K. Rowling's stance on transgender issues. People treat her views a little flippantly, like, isn't that a disgrace? And every time you ask somebody, you really can't figure out what she said. But if the reaction is that crazy, we have to be very careful that we know what we're talking about. I think it was blown out of proportion. Now, to be fair, I think she probably should have stopped tweeting because she tweeted some really dumb shit. Apart from that, she was like copy pasting like anti-trans stuff and attaching it to like a kid's picture and shit. Like what?
There was a contest, like an art contest.
Yeah, and she had like a whole like paragraph
from an article or something.
Yeah, from somebody that was like a I don't know what it was, sociology professor or some shit. And she put that, and I'm like, somebody's been hitting the butterbeer. Right? They need to take the phone away from her. But she's also one of the wealthiest women in the world, and she's one of the most successful authors of all time. So you tell her to stop it.
At this point, I think she's just doing it to troll them.
Just like Elon Musk.
Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. I think she's just, at this point, I think she's just doing it to troll. Which is kind of funny to watch because she can just sit there and say hello and they lose their shit. It's just, how dare she breathe in my direction? Yeah, I hear if you look her in the eye, it's like the basilisk. You just automatically drop dead.
Just drop dead. You turn to stone.
Right.
Yeah. She makes you cold. She makes you anti. The Chinese box office, not good. Again, this is the excuse. mass cinema shutdowns. Chinese didn't like it because, you know.
That's right. That's what it was.
They didn't go out to see, they would have, you know, lined up to see this movie had it not been for that pesky COVID. And anyway, Mads Mikkelsen, yeah, he's just kind of like, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus. I actually have to give him props for that though, because you know, one of the things that really pissed me off about the trio of kids is that they owe their careers to J.K. Rowling, and they could have pulled her aside privately and said, "Hey, Joe
said, but
you know, I still owe her my career or something." No, they had to publicly run her down. I think all three of them. I think all three of the kids ran her down publicly. And I'd be like, you little shits. And then she didn't do the 20th anniversary special they had in HBO Max.
All I keep thinking of every time I hear any of this is Daniel Radcliffe doing this. She'll be coming around the mountain on the Miracle Worker show.
Yeah, right. This is why Daniel Radcliffe had a problem with what J.K. Rowling say.
That's all I keep thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was kind of like, God, that's, you know, you're throwing her on the bus. Like, you can disagree with her, but like they all lined up to take a punch, you know? And
I'm just sorry. That's just a really weird. Okay. But you're not wrong, but it was a really funny way of saying it.
Take a punch.
Mm-hmm. Shut up, JK.
Yeah, I know.
JK.
No, it is. It's like Hermione and Ron were holding her down, and Harry was just like repeatedly punching her in the face. You know.
I mean, I think you know, someone to punch her would be more because they put Hermione with Ron.
Yeah, well, she said she regretted that, and she also regretted that Hermione wasn't black. But that's a whole nother.
Well, they fixed that in the Cursed Child play. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure Harry Potter was also in a wheelchair. You just never heard about it. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, magic. She didn't want to draw. Magic. She didn't want to draw attention to that in the books, but you know, after the fact, she said
it was a running joke. People keep calling it. They J.K. Rowling did. If you after the fact it suddenly said, oh, but they were gay or they were LGBT trans, they identified as this because she did that with Dumbledore. Yeah, like it wasn't mentioned in the book, and then later it's like, oh, but he's always been gay, and then it was applauded and given awards for that.
I called that out when she first said that. I'm like, yeah, but does it really count because she never went there in the books at all? It was never implied.
No, but they got backpats, awards, all kinds of stuff. And as soon as they said something they didn't like,
I was called anti-LGBTQ. I was called a bigot. I was called. Now people are like, well, if you really cared about, you know, gay characters, Dumbledore would have been getting some in the books. That's all I'm saying.
You wrap this up.
Well, let's wrap it up. This
movie.
We'll
see how it does this week.
I don't think there's going to be a Fantastic Beast 4. I have a feeling this is it. It's a trilogy. That's it. We're done.
No, I don't care. I mean, I really don't care if there's another one or not. I'm not even going to go see this one, so it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
To me, anyway.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Ooh, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.